and the Bloodline is here to kick off the show. Roman calls for them to acknowledge him, but then says that's not loud enough. It used to be louder. This can't be me. It's you. And there's Cody chants coming in, and Roman is ready to just throw in the towel and leave. He's done his promotional appearance. It's time to leave. But Heyman explains The Rock is coming. We can't go. And then Heyman plugs that after this commercial break, The Rock will be here. And when you come back from commercial, there is The Rock coming out.
And just even before that, Heyman's doing this sort of like very over the top introduction of The Rock, and you're getting close-ups of Roman Reigns the entire time, looking very uneasy. I suppose to maybe convey either annoyance or jealousy at some of this mention. So like for some of the first hints we're seeing of dissent between the two leaders, or at least one leader and one legend within the group.
The Rock's music plays. He comes out, superstar reaction, god awful shirt, which has become, he's just getting a whole reusage out of his 99 wardrobe.
Oh, this might be maybe a brand new entries into his collection. I don't know if we've ever seen him wear the same shirt twice.
Yeah. Well, he comes out, the whole crowd is chanting Rocky, and Rock notes that Glendale is 10 miles away from Phoenix, which he did some research, is the #1 city in America for cocaine and meth use. And there were half cheers to this. Like, you don't want to be the third most usage of cocaine and meth. You want to be #1, don't you?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Now, I haven't fact checked this, but I have to imagine it would be steeped in reality. I can't imagine The Rock lying about a fact like this. But even like something like this, I mean, this is very kind of typical Rock promo material, but it almost feels like it's I wouldn't necessarily have expected it in 2024, when I think we're a lot more sensitive to issues like this. These are
Phoenix is the most cocaine use in the US by 23.3% of the population, which is a population of 1.5 million have used cocaine, which is the percentages are close, but their population is so much higher than nearby Mesa, Arizona, which is second, and Omaha, Nebraska, third.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's almost a tragic statistic. And, I'm not, whatever you feel about, The Rock's material, it felt like something like this would have felt very, I think, in place in 1998. If you asked me whether or not we'd hear this sort of promo in 2024, I would have questioned it. But they are going ahead and they're giving you 1998 Rock. And I mean, this audience certainly reacted to it.
Most meth use as well. Like, dude was not spitting lies on this. 15.1% of the population in Phoenix.
Tell me when I'm telling lies, I guess.
Have used meth. Followed by Mesa, Arizona, Omaha, Nebraska, Oklahoma City, Fresno, and then Las Vegas. Okay. Well, there you have it. He says that finally their life has meaning. He starts doing his shtick, and Reigns is looking so annoyed off to the side. Rock proclaims that pro wrestling is cool. It's exciting. It's electrifying once again, promotes all the sellouts coming up, and says that it's because of The Rock and the Bloodline. While your hero, Cody Rhodes, is not cool, and he refers to the challenge issued by Cody at Elimination Chamber for a one-on-one match, Rock says no. Everyone wants to go one-on-one with The Rock, including every woman in this arena, and tells the crackhead Karens and the meth head Marys to settle down, and says that they're not coming near his 22 inches of heaven, which was a frightening figure that the audience thought he was referring to. And then he clarified, I'm not referring to my holy Moses, but rather his 22-inch arms.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Again, material straight out of 1999, 1998, even.
So then he has a counteroffer for Cody and the walking clown emoji, Seth Rollins, for a tag match on night 1 of WrestleMania, where if Rock and Reigns happen to lose, then Cody gets Reigns one-on-one, no Bloodline involvement in the match. He gets him one-on-one. But if Rock and Reigns win, then it's Bloodline rules. Anything goes on night 2. Maybe I'll be the special announcer. Maybe Solo Sikoa will sing the national anthem, and the crowd starts chanting for Solo. They wanted to hear him perform a solo.
I almost fear that is going to be a sort of moment we might be building to. I mean, they've kept Solo Sikoa so serious, so deadly. He is the enforcer. They have not given you a hint of comedy in his entire existence at all in the WWE. And
he was about to break at one point during this when they referred to it as his happy face, and he just like puts the hand like over his face. Like you could tell he was keeping it together here. It's funny, like Solo Sikoa has been such a background player in this whole thing. And tonight there was a lot of attention on Solo just from Rock's like just jokes towards him. And he's kind of just off to the side at the moment, but you know, it's kind of just there for when they're ready to do something with him.
Well, and what do you think that something is? And like, listen, the jokes are funny. I just they have something very important in Solo Sikoa that they have to protect, and that's his serious edge. And in a prior regime, I feel like they would have maybe went along with this joke, and we would have built up to Solo Sikoa eventually giving us his recital on a future edition of the show. They cannot even flirt with that idea because they have something so much more valuable in Solo Sikoa. This, I think you can joke about it, but it has to end with Solo Sikoa attacking The Rock for jokes like this. It's a sign of disrespect.
Well, The Rock explains that he is the boss and there is no one in the back who can stop him. He mentions that he's on the board. He owns everything. And this leads to a Triple H chant. And he goes to end the segment by signing off when Reigns holds his microphone down and Heyman looks shocked. The crowd's chanting, "Holy shit," that Roman has done such an act. And Reigns says, "I will do anything for my family, but I need one thing." And he tells The Rock to acknowledge him. Rock takes the glasses off, looks him in the eye, and says, "Roman Reigns, my family, I acknowledge you as my tribal chief." They shake, they hug. The crowd chants, "You sold out." Such an opening here for Rock to get on the mic. And damn right, this place is sold out because of me.
That's what the show's called.
That's what they
SmackDown sold out.
Yep. And Rock says they are family. He'll do anything for family. Now go home and smoke some more crack. And then signs off with, "If you smell," and Roman ends, "what the bloodline is cooking." And
I thought that was so goofy, dude.
God,
oh man,
cooking meth either. But so this was 39 minutes to start the show.
Oh, that's it? Are you kidding me?
Between this and The Rock's promo that he put online today, he talked for almost an hour.
Well, to be fair, 10 minutes of this was Roman Reigns walking out. And the other 5 minutes was Roman saying a few words here before The Rock actually came out. And then some of it was commercial. But The Rock spoke a lot today. We got more Rock talking today than I feel like we've had, I don't know, in 5 years. He largely said the same thing here that he said in the online video, which also went really long. Like this was, both of these segments were really
I started
long,
that thing. Listen, I saw people calling it like, "Oh, this is the greatest promo of all time." I mean, maybe it was I couldn't finish it. It was so long.
I watched it in 2x. Yes. You could 2x a lot of this. It was good. There was I think we are still in a sort of phase where we're clamoring for more professional wrestling Dwayne Johnson, and he's almost overloading us right now, certainly today. But if you were able to kind of sit down with it, you could enjoy it. I just think that he's cramming way too much and taking up too much time with these appearances. Even this one on SmackDown, I felt went too long to hold my attention. Not this live audience. This live audience was going nuts. They could have had, an hour more of Dwayne Johnson tonight. But I mean, as a piece of television, I thought it went too long. But you were doing a lot of different things here. Now, first of all, let's talk.
Wait till you see the pattern, though. When we see the breakdown, like 40 minutes of these guys out there, I'm sure this is going to do giant.
I bet you Fox loved it, right? So, yeah. First of all, we should talk about the 21-minute online video. It was there where we finally had an answer as to what the meeting was about with Cody and The Rock, and it wasn't Cody telling us. It was The Rock telling us that the meeting was Cody approaching The Rock, and then The Rock convincing Cody to do what's best for business and to allow Rock and Roman to have the biggest main event in WrestleMania history. And Cody, from what The Rock tells us, obliged, left the meeting. And then it was not until that Las Vegas press conference where Cody went back on his word and jumped on stage. Anyway, so now they at least have a backstory. I don't know why
he was shooting at the press conference.
Shot,
he went against the script.
Well, the whole thing is a shoot. Are you kidding me? He's talking about being an executive here. He's not supposed to do that. So now we at least have a backstory. I don't know why it took them that long to at least give us that, and why Cody teased it on Monday and then didn't deliver, only for The Rock to give it to us on a social media story. Whatever. The whole thing was weird, but at least we have a story for it now. They continue to, sell this like kind of work shoot idea of Dwayne Johnson being on the board and being able to remove the title from Seth Rollins at will. However you want to interpret that. I mean, it might simply mean I can book you in matches so that you can lose to, any number of people, or you can interpret it as I can rewrite the storyline so that you will no longer have the championship. I mean, the second one sounds a lot dumber than the first one, but they are going there.
One is WCW territory.
They are going there. He said in that 21-minute promo, I just blurred the lines of reality. So definitely teasing the ladder. And then they here in this segment, they confirm that it's going to be a tag team match, which still makes you question why Cody was working so hard to push the singles match. So the only explanation I have is that eventually they want to give you the singles match and they want to build anticipation for it. But at the same time, they risk disappointment by teasing the tag team match here. But I don't sense any disappointment really for this tag team match confirmation. It's something I think we all expected.
You have two options that you can come out of Mania with. It can be, this is Reigns' loss and he blames it on The Rock, and they get to the Reigns Rock match, and then you can go that direction, and it comes out of this that this was Rock and Cody's plan all along, to screw Reigns, get the family out there, and it's the two were working together, and Rock and Reigns is your direction coming out of this. The other is you keep Rock in this role and you just ride it out and you do a Cody Rock match at some point.
I think it's probably going to be that scenario. I just can't. I can't see them swerving us and doing a Dakota Kai, hey, got you. Like we've been working this whole time. They have to have the match. They have to make physical contact. On night one.
Well, he's the board of director. Okay. This is, we were pulling our punches.
This whole thing has been, I think, has been a big risk. And I mean, that's obviously the whole thing's not over yet. We're not at WrestleMania, so I can't really give a full assessment, but like up until this point, I think they're really, certain things could be handled better. But at the same time, you can't deny just all the attention that this is getting, and the fact that The Rock is so entrenched on WWE television at the moment. He's not really wrong when he's saying these things are sold out and the business is on fire. Now, is it the best storytelling? I don't think so. For one thing, they're making this Cody Rock match feel like it's the ultimate destination now, where Roman versus Cody now just kind of feels like a precursor to Cody versus The Rock. And is that the feeling you want, heading into WrestleMania? Or is it not such a bad thing to have something to look forward to beyond WrestleMania?
I'm more the latter. I think it's fine to have coming out of it. Cody and Reigns is going to be a big deal. And if you're doing the title change, that's going to be a major, major moment for the title switch. And the idea that you have this bigger match to get to, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world to come out of this, that you have built up Cody and Rock to be something that you've been teased with. It's been pulled away, and do you deliver it? And, I think that it's just going to come down to timing wise of when you can deliver it. But I think people are pretty optimistic that these matches that have been teased, you're probably getting one, if not both of them, between Rock and Roman and Rock and Cody.
You're definitely, I think, going to get both of them if you're going to judge even like these segments here. They've been teasing Cody versus The Rock. I think they'll eventually plan to deliver that. And certainly in this segment, there was plenty of teasing between Rock and Roman Reigns. So all those matches will be hot. So maybe this is exactly working out perfectly for everybody.
except Jimmy Uso. But everyone else, it's going great.
Well, he's got a WrestleMania match.
Yeah, everyone's just counting
and
down.
Solo's gonna sing the America the Beautiful.
Perfect.